Once upon a time, in the quiet region of the Gerasenes, a land across the lake from Galilee, there was a man who lived in shadows, his mind lost and his heart chained by forces no one could see. For years he roamed among the tombs and rocky hills, far from the warmth of a home, wearing only the scars of a life ravaged by torment. His cries echoed in the night, the townspeople too afraid to approach him. He had broken every chain they placed on him, for something powerful had hold of him, driving him into the wilderness. But one day a small boat approached the shore, carrying Jesus and his disciples. As Jesus stepped onto the land, the man's wild eyes caught sight of him, and something within him stirred. His feet stumbled forward, and he fell at Jesus' feet, his voice not his own, but filled with desperation and fear, shouting, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, do not torment me." For even before he spoke, Jesus had commanded the unclean spirit to release him. Jesus looked at him with a gaze that saw past the torment and asked gently, "What is your name?" From deep within the man came the reply, "Legion," for he was not held by one spirit but many, a legion of darkness entwined around his soul. The spirits, sensing the authority of Jesus, begged him not to cast them into the abyss. They knew they had no power here and feared what would come. Nearby, a great herd of pigs grazed peacefully on the hillside. The demons pleaded with Jesus, "Send us into the pigs." And with a single word, Jesus granted their request. Suddenly, a wild frenzy overtook the animals, and they bolted, racing down the steep bank, crashing into the waters below, and were lost to the depths of the lake. The herdsmen, wide-eyed and trembling, ran to the town and countryside, telling everyone what they had witnessed. The people, astonished, came out to see for themselves, and there they found the man, once wild and unreachable, now sitting calmly at Jesus' feet, clothed and in his right mind, a peace radiating from him that seemed almost too miraculous to believe. But awe quickly turned to fear, for this power was beyond their understanding. They asked Jesus to leave their region, unable to bear the mystery and majesty of what they had seen. Jesus, respecting their wishes, returned to his boat. Yet the man who had been healed was not ready to part from his Savior. He pleaded to go with him, to follow the one who had brought light into his darkest hour. But Jesus, with a tender smile, told him, "Return home and tell how much God has done for you." And so the man did. He walked back into the town, once a figure of terror and sorrow, now transformed and alive. He spoke to all who would listen, his story a testament of how the Most High had reached into the shadows and brought him home to the light. And the people marveled, for they knew that his was a story of grace, a victory over darkness, a beautiful glimpse of the power and love of God. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.